Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope results for the week of March 10th till March 16th. So guys, just because in this week there is going to be the eclipse which is going to be taking place, and guys, I never take anything in isolation. I always look at any global phenomena, any transition in the cosmos in combination. So it's not only that lunar eclipse is taking place, but right on those days only sun is going to be changing sign. The sign dispositor Mercury is also going to be turning retrograde. So all of that is just going to make lot many people prone and vulnerable towards wrong judgment, wrong decision making, panic attack. So for these kind of possibilities, you have to follow caution, you have to follow care. So guys, I'm just a postman, don't hate the postman. If this is what the cosmos are indicating, so I might have to say things which is going to be slightly negative or slightly unsettling. So if you find any of those things little bit challenging in your respective to your sign, to your lagan, so just follow the precaution, follow the remedies. That is what becomes important. Guys, I'm not here to say the good and the fancy things, and if things are going to be happening completely in contradiction, then that means I did not do my job properly. I'm not honest to my job. So just wanted to make this thing clear. And also kind of a motivation thing, a motivational kind of thing. So guys, don't you wonder that why in the case of the holy people and all the saints and all, how come their astrological chart and the dasha stop working on them? They only stop working on them because their subconsciousness is completely connected and attuned to the divine. So no matter what good or bad planets are creating around them, they don't get affected because of that. So everything is the game of the attention. You stop giving your attention to something and the energies will stop bothering you. That's what I'm trying to say. And yes guys, in lot many cases, like it has been also believed that if you have any of those affliction in your chart which is completely in alignment with what is happening in the cosmos, so that is also considered as a right time, good time for doing the remedies of that dosha. So let's say for example, if you are born at the time of the eclipse, you have also got that kind of Pitra dosh in your chart, moon conjunct with Ketu. So this is going to be a good time for you to undertake or do the remedies in order to get rid of that kind of yoga in your chart, because whatever is getting formed in the cosmos, if your chart aligns with it, so that means it is going to be the good time for doing the remedy. So okay guys, now after that we will shift our discussion to the customized results for all the rising signs. So guys, in a nutshell, during this week, moon is going to be starting the journey from the Cancer sign, and it is going to be ending the journey being there in the Virgo and getting conjunct with the Ketu over there. So guys, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So for the Aries Lagna natives, moon is going to be starting the week from your 4th house, and it is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu in the 6th house. So guys, when we talk about like at the beginning of the week, finding yourself uplifted, motivated, very emotional, well taken care of, this is how the week's energy will start for you. There is also that possibility of some sort of short journey and travels, and there is definitely going to be continuity in your income. But just because guys, when it comes down to the energy of the lunar eclipse which is going to be taking place in this week, everything has to be connected with the moon. In your case, moon is your 4th lord. So simply put, 4th lord forming that kind of eclipse combination in the 6th house. So domestic life might be the stress point for many Aries Lagna by the end of the week. So the minute we will start reaching the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, lot many people are going to be in that self-loathing mode in the matters of their domestic life or the family life. So yes, in these areas you have to be slightly careful. So guys, if I were to summarize the weekly results for all the Aries Lagna natives, so the week will start on a happy note. Short travels is possible for many, ascendant lord in the 3rd house. There is going to be continuity in the income. I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable over there. End of the week could cause some inconveniences in the domestic, in the family life. First half is good for important purchases. So if you have to buy some property or buy any vehicle, any of the fourth house related purchase, time period till Wednesday is good for you. But after that, the fourth lord getting afflicted in the sixth house in the influence of Ketu, not at all recommended. Like if you have to buy any vehicle and all, so much better postpone it for the following week. And guys, also not a very good time for the matrimonial life related matters, especially for people who are going out for arranged marriage kind of related concerns, because in terms of the long term commitments and all, your mind seems to be looking like to be slightly vulnerable for taking the right decision. Moving ahead, guys, now when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so in your case, guys, Moon is going to be starting the week from your third house, and it is going to be ending the week in your fifth house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So guys, to begin with, beyond any doubt, when it comes down to short travels, feeling uplifted, motivated, getting work done through your contacts and references, the week is creating a good energy. But guys, by the end of the week, because Moon in your case becomes your third lord, and it is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu in the fifth house. So the stress point is going to be on the account of the children. This could be, it's Ketu, it is connected with the past. So after around Thursday, Friday, Saturday, pondering over the past mistakes, lost love, and getting stressed, getting worried because of that. Also guys, by the end of the week, you have to be very careful while taking any important major financial investment decision. So guys, if I were to summarize, for the Taurus Lagna natives, week will bring lot of motivation, enthusiasm, and the outpour of the energies for you guys. Many will be able to get the work done through making use of your contacts, networking, and your influence, especially people who are like freelance and self-employed people and all. Slight vulnerability of getting into debates or issues with the family members. Now, end of the week, the eclipse energies will make the mind restless, and restless on the account of the old wounds, lost love, or also on the account of the children as well. Workplace, things will flow in continuity, but just because in the 10th house, Sun is going to be transiting right, crossing the degree of the Saturn. So there will be continuity. The career seems to be well taken care of, but there is still a vulnerability of some sort of disagreement with your bosses or people at work, especially on Monday, Tuesday, when Sun is going to be right on the degree of the Saturn while crossing it. And guys, possibility of some sort of sharp argument with the spouse or partner can also be foreseen. And yes guys, by the end of the week, there will be some sort of worries on the account of the inflow of the money or of the income as well. So guys, mental stress is something regarding which you have to guard yourself, protect yourself. And let's say, for example, if you're already on any of the mental health issue kind of crisis, people who are like depression prone, on suicide watch and all, so just be very mindful, be very careful. And again guys, we live in a holistic kind of culture and communities and all. So if you know anyone, any good friend of yours around you who has got similar kind of yoga, similar chart, vulnerable dasha, so just keep a check of those people. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, for the Gemini Lagna natives, Moon will start the week from your second house and it will end the week in your fourth house. So guys, when we talk about beyond any doubt, there's going to be a lot of the energies which are overflowing around you. Even in terms of standing a chance for some important monetary gain, monetary reward point of view, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. But it's just like that guys, by the end of the week, when Moon is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu in the fourth house, so yes, domestic life, or there will be so much of the pain which you will feel inside of you. And all those people who in any case have got any of the heart or cardiovascular issues and all, and running dasha is also making you vulnerable. So just give proper attention and proper care. Do not exhaust yourself in terms of the physical energy, physical workout and all. So just do things in moderation. So guys, if I were to summarize, there is a lot of the energies which are overflowing around you. If utilized well, could make you an overachiever, otherwise could result in clashes. So how you handle the overflow of energies around you, a lot of that needs to be given right direction. Along with that guys, possibility of enhancement of reputation amidst slight confrontation is also there. Middle of the week will prove out to be productive. Possibility of some sudden monetary opportunity at the beginning of the week. End of the week will be filled with domestic life pressure, 4th house, and there is slight possibility of some matrimonial or marital conflict or discord with your partner as well. And lastly guys, the good thing in your case is that the prospect of luck is still safeguarding your interest. So I'm not seeing you a victim of circumstances or where luck will not support you. I'm not seeing you vulnerable over there. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 1st house and ending the week in your 3rd house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So guys, when we talk about like the week to be starting on a very good note, feeling very motivated, enthusiastic, chasing your goals, some sort of family gathering, some sort of monetary reward for any of the work which you have been doing from the past couple of weeks and all, the week seems to be very good for that. It's just like that guys, by the end of the week when Moon, your ascendant lord, is going to get conjunct with Ketu in the 3rd house, that is the time when it could make your terms with your friends, with your younger siblings slightly vulnerable. There could be some health related vulnerability as well. So guys, if I were to summarize, the week will start on a happy note with lot of enthusiasm, excitement and planning for the future. Slight distraction for the students, they have to be very mindful of that. Your 5th lord is already there in the 12th house. The middle of the week will reap reward of all the past investments or whatever you have been working from the past couple of weeks. Positive energy for those who are trying for any relocation. So any of the change of residence and something regarding that as well. I'm not seeing the week to be vulnerable. Now guys, by the end of the week when your ascendant lord is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu, forming this sort of eclipse yoga in your domain of the 3rd house. So end of the week will be filled with energies of lack of trust on yourself or depleting confidence, and might be some worries on the account of the younger siblings as well. Again guys, whenever we talk about the lunar eclipse, it's the Cancer zodiac sign, Cancer rising sign people are most prone and vulnerable towards that. So yes, safeguarding your energies through meditation, through the japa of your East Devata or the planet whose dasha you are going through will become very important. Along with that guys, like regular time when we talk about in the matrimonial related matters, and yes, with not very advisable to act with leap of faith during this week. So whatever you want to do it with proper planning, with proper background check, rather than just taking the chances or leap of faith. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in their case, the Moon will start the journey from the 12th house and will end the week in your 2nd house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So guys, to begin with, we know this thing that for any of the travels and all, any of those matters where you are the front face, you are the spokesperson, the energy seems to be favorable for you. And by the end of the week, when Moon is going to get conjunct with the Ketu in the 2nd house, yes, finances and the terms with the family might be slightly vulnerable by the end of the week. So guys, the results which I have written for you people is that marital life will be filled with slight disagreements, but still partner will prove to be supportive. High possibility of travels at the beginning of the week. Middle of the week will be surrounded by expenses on self, and end of the week will have vulnerability of sudden high expenses. Good time for the matrimonial seekers for getting a prospective match, and not a very good time for engaging in land or property related deals. And lastly guys, health and family matters needed to be dealt with seriousness, because yes, if you are going to be casual in that department, so later on it might become a major concern. And again guys, because it's your like in this whole eclipse season, your ascendant lord, your 12th lord is going to be a part of that. So yes, family matters, 2nd house is the family, so family related matters needs to be handled with proper caution, with proper seriousness. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Moon is going to be starting the journey from your 11th house and it is going to be ending the week getting conjunct with Ketu in your 1st house. So guys, to begin with, like when we talk about some sort of sudden financial gain point of view, some sort of yoga of the travels, the week is creating a good energy, but yes, by the end of the week, moon is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu in the first house, right at that time when your ascendant lord is also going to be getting into the retrograde motion as well. So yes guys, all of that is a slight vulnerable kind of energy. Now how it is going to be affecting you? So guys, beginning of the week is creating a good possibility of some monetary gain or opportunity, moon from the 11th house. Now, middle of the week is also promising for travels or gains from distant sources, 12th house. Now, end of the week is vulnerable for the health, especially on the account of natural causes, animal bites, or allergic reaction to medicine and all. So you have to be very careful over there. In the business and the commercial dealings, there will be gain after vagueness or initial lack of lack of clarity, very uncertain kind of environment and all. Possibility of slight misunderstanding with the partner within the marriage can also be foreseen. Time is auspicious for the matrimonial alliances, but still final decision shall be taken only after proper scrutinization, because this whole month, like your 1st and the 7th, is in the grip of the Rahu and Ketu, and they have this power to create a mirage or illusion in our clear way of looking at things. And guys, yes, religious enthusiasm will be all-time high, and many will be able to engage in some religious activities as well. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, see guys, the very first thing is that I hope you have not straight away come here. You would have watched the first part of this discussion where I explained that why this week is sensitive. It's not only the eclipse energy, but also right on that day, sun is going to be changing sign. Right on that time, the dispositor of the Ketu, like Virgo ruler, Mercury, is going to be in a sign of debilitation. It is also turning retrograde as well. So all of that is making it sensitive. The nature in itself is sensitive. So now, after knowing all of that, now we will get into your analysis. I always say this thing, Libras are my favorite. So I'm not hard on you, I'm not harsh on you. This is how it is. So guys, moon is going to be starting the week from your 10th house, and being the 10th lord, it is going to be ending the week getting conjunct with Ketu in your 12th house. So guys, the very first thing is that there is a slight possibility of enhancement of the reputation, and along with that, some sort of important deal of yours which could also get finalized and all. So the first half of the week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, seems to be promising. Now, just because the 10th lord is going to be getting conjunct with the Ketu in the 12th house, so office politics is going to be at its peak during this week by the end of the last few days and all. So be very mindful. You do not have to get engaged into someone else's drama. Do your job with proper caution, proper care, and just do not get engaged with anything which looks like to be very toxic, which is not very healthy for you. Any of the travels by the end of the week, much better if it is going to be avoided. Again guys, when we talk about moon and the Ketu conjunction, like in 8th house, 12th house, we say this thing that where any of the allergic reaction to medicine happen, dog bite, animal attack, like being subjected to criticism, like being made scapegoat and all. So end of the week, like Thursday and Friday is more sensitive, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is not making you that much vulnerable. So guys, now the summary for this week for the Libra Lagna native is that health needs to be monitored. High expenses, obstacles, and worries on the account of children might keep many entangled. Expenses and expenditure might override the flow of income. So that means during this week, your expense and expenditures looks like to be way high than the flow of the money which is going to be coming in. There will be obstacle in the matrimonial matters, or this could be with the spouse as well. Refrain from getting into conflicts, especially work related conflicts. And like the way guys, I mentioned this thing, beginning of the week will increase your influence at work, and there is going to be if there is going to be some travel, much better if you will do that in the first half of the week. By the end of the week, it's it's going to be filled with uncertainty, inconvenience. So be very mindful while planning anything during this week. Now guys, when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna natives, so for the Scorpions, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 9th house, and it is going to be ending the week getting conjunct with Ketu in your 11th house. So guys, at your work front, there is going to be uncertainty, but you will be able to capitalize or make things work your way. So success filled with its own share of challenges and the ordeals can be foreseen for the Scorpio Lagna natives. And yes guys, by the end of the week, there's a slight vulnerability of some sort of sudden expense, or sudden, like the way we say that something, and somewhere in the life your hope was building up, and right at the 11th hour things will go down. So be very mindful, do not build up too much of the expectation. That's all what I'm trying to say. So guys, the summary of this week for the Scorpio Lagna native is that workplace will witness uncertain fluctuation. Luck is at guard this week, which will push many things in your favor. Middle of the week is indicating gains through travels. Good week for land or property related matters. Like if you have to finalize something like any of the land related deal and all, first half of the week is creating a positive energy in your favor. End of the week will first build hope, and then there will be obstacle at the last minute in the matters of money or commercial interest. Mental discord or conflicts needed to be handled very gracefully. Health needs to be guarded, especially for the cardiovascular, for the heart patients, you have to guard your health. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 8th house, and it is going to be ending the week getting conjunct with Ketu in the 10th house. So guys, like when we talk about for the students or for any of the religious austerities and all, the week is creating a very positive, very uplifting kind of energy. Along with that guys, even when we talk about luck supporting you or some sort of important promising things to happen in your life in this week, the energy seems to be a lot in your favor. So it's not as vulnerable as it was for other signs which we discussed so far. So guys, the summary of this week for the Sagittarius Lagna native is that you will maintain your clout or influence at work, or you might be able to execute something professionally very important. Beginning of the week will have an uplifting energy, positive energy in the matters of the romance leading towards the marriage development as well. Middle of the week is also very promising from the career success point of view, and the energy of the drama with the near and dear people and all, so will come by the end of the week, because this whole combination is taking place in your 10th house, but the 10th lord is also twisted in the 4th house. So yes guys, there could be some sort of drama with the near and dear people, or like this could be the family related matters as well. And also guys, not a very good week for the land or property related transaction. Now guys, moving ahead. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, the week will start with Moon transiting from its own territory in the 7th house, and it will end the week getting conjunct with Ketu in the 9th house. So guys, to begin with, see, when we talk about the first half of the week, so when we talk about anything to do with the proper collaborative efforts and all, like taking any important decision in your business or commercial success or business opportunity, the first half of the week is very supportive for you. But guys, by the end of the week, as you can see that the same 7th lord is going to be getting conjunct with Ketu. So that means be very mindful of how much of the favors are you taking from people around you, because sometimes what happens is that initially people are even willing to walk extra miles just to make us feel good, but by the end of the week they will start realizing you that they have done a lot for you, and that might pinch or hurt your ego or something. So this could be with other people, this could be with the spouse, within the matrimonial life as well. So yes guys, this is how the energy of this week is going to be turning out for you. So if I were to summarize, week will be very rewarding for your past efforts and expenses and income might also go hand in hand. First half and the middle half of the week is promising for gains, opportunities in the business, or even for getting into new partnership, alliance, or collaboration. Matrimonial life will be smooth and in accordance with your vision. But the concern is by the end of the week, it will again create vulnerability of losses in business, especially those decisions taken in good faith without proper rationality. So sometimes what happens is that just because of the word of the mouth or something, we are too over trusting that we did not do the proper documentation, we did not do the proper formalities. So be very mindful for following the proper rules and taking decision in the matters of the partnership with proper rationality. Along with that, guys, spouse, the partner's health might also be a concern by the end of the week. Slight obstacles in the smooth flow of the work because of the interference of the near and dear people. And also, guys, not a very good week in land or property related transaction, especially when we talk about, it might be good for the selling of the property, but if you have to buy something new, so be very mindful over there. The week is not very favorable for that. And guys, also very good week for success for the students or for any academic pursuit and all. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius Lagna natives, so for the Aquarius Lagna natives, Moon is going to be starting the week from your 6th house and it is going to be ending the week in your 8th house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So guys, to begin with, for the service professional, this might be a very good time, especially if you have to write any competitive exam, you want to arrange any of the money on the loan and all. And guys, in your case, because it is kind of a Viprit Raj Yoga kind of situation getting formed, so the 6th lord is going to be transiting in the 8th house, getting conjunct with Ketu. So there's a high possibility that in a sudden way it might also completely remove or deplete or cut through your expenses, your credit, or your enemies as well. So the energy of this week seems to be under some unusual or reversed circumstances, things might work out in your favor. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated for you. So like the way we say this thing, that something happened, your boss was fired and you got promoted for that position. So something like that. So guys, if I were to summarize, slightly positive in the matrimonial matters or love, romance related matters, especially for courting or like seeking someone. The thing is, it is slightly positive in the matrimonial or love, romance related matters, especially when you are like courting someone. But when we talk about in the existing relationship, there might be some sort of fluctuation over there. The loans and credit will be easily approved. Rather, you will gain from your competitors and competition. So consider yourself lucky if during this time you have any interview scheduled or you have to write any competitive exam. Health is going to be slightly vulnerable. Workplace will have mix of energy. Like where we say that energy is going to be at your career front is going to be a mixture of where you will maintain your influence, your authority, but at the same time you might also have to deal with some sort of opposition as well at work. End of the week will deplete the problems of credit, debt and enemies. High possibility of that. Aggression needs to be kept under check. Any matters of children like planning and all, much better to avoid it for this week. High chances of those financial decisions taken rashly, like high chances of those financial decisions which you have taken with lot of rashness, like headstrongness, impulsiveness, that any of those decisions taken without proper thought might become wasteful expenses. So be very alert over there, especially when it comes down to any of the monetary spending in this week. Take it with proper caution and care. Like the way guys we say this thing, that any of the energy which goes in the 8th house, it's like a cremation ground. It's like a dead bodies are over there. Whatever goes over there, it never comes back. It's like a dustbin over there. So that means don't take any financial decision out of impulsiveness. Someone is just standing on your head and asking you to give the confirmation and all. So much better if someone is trying to build pressure over you, that nudge that person off, ask for a proper timeline, make up your mind, seek advice, and then give your final confirmation. And also guys, a good week and strong chances for success in the competitive exams. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 5th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 7th house, getting conjunct with Ketu over there. So guys, for the artistic creative endeavors, feeling yourself very uplifted, very motivated and all, the week is creating a very good energy. By the end of the week guys, there is a very slight and very intense energy of some abrupt breakup in the matters of relationship, or very sharp kind of argument. So be very mindful in these kind of situation and all. So guys, if I were to summarize, very good week for excelling in any academic or competitive situation. And your mind, better it should be focused towards the attainment of goals. So if you will not give a right vent to your mind, like the way we say carrot and stick, so if you will give a carrot to your donkey mind, monkey mind, it is going to be focused. If you will leave it astray, there's a high possibility it will look for things to get stressed. So keep your mind focused and stick to the plan. Like, be very disciplined, especially this week. Along with that guys, first and the middle half of the week is good for artists and creators. You could be assured that decision taken by you will put you in the right direction. End of the week is creating the energy of sudden breakup in marriage or relationship, I already mentioned. Inconvenience in the long distance travels, or some sort of law related hassle in the foreign land. So Saturn, Sun, although Sun is going to be crossing over the Saturn, entering in your 1st house, but still guys, there is a high possibility, there is a high vulnerability. So especially whether it's about the long distance travel, the matters connected with the 12th house, or any lawsuit related matters and all. So be very mindful, be very cautious, don't break any law during this time. And although you shall never be breaking any law, but in this week you will get caught. And yes guys, my recommendation that rely more on the hard work rather than the chances or leap of faith. That is the takeaway for this week for the Pisces Lagna natives. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.